Introduction. Stop waiting for life to happen. Gary John Bishop introduces Unfck Yourself with a message that's both raw and inspiring. Life is not waiting for you to feel ready or confident. Success, fulfillment, and change require action, and that action starts now. He challenges readers to stop looking for excuses or waiting for ideal circumstances, as those are nothing but illusions. Bishop's tone is confrontational yet motivating, akin to a coach yelling from the sidelines to push you to your limits. He dissects how self-pity, fear, and procrastination keep people stuck in mediocrity. The truth is harsh but freeing. No one is coming to save you, and no one will hand you the life you dream of. The only person capable of transforming your circumstances is you. Key themes in the introduction. 1. The tyranny of comfort. Bishop explains that most people live within the confines of their comfort zones, even when they're deeply unhappy. They prefer the predictability of misery over the uncertainty of change. This default mode keeps them trapped in a cycle of inaction. Question to reflect on. What areas of your life have you settled for less because it feels safer? 2. Self-talk, the hidden saboteur. Your internal dialogue shapes your reality. If your self-talk is dominated by negativity, fear, or doubt, it will manifest as inaction and missed opportunities. Exercise. Start by monitoring your self-talk. Write down recurring negative phrases and reframe them into empowering statements. For example, "I'll never get this right" becomes, "I'm learning and I'll improve with practice." Chapter 1. I am willing. The first mantra, I am willing, lays the groundwork for the book's transformational journey. Bishop argues that most people confuse desire with willingness. Wanting something isn't enough. You have to be willing to endure the discomfort, sacrifice, and effort required to achieve it. What does willingness look like? Being willing means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about committing to action despite fear, doubt, or fatigue. For example, a student cramming for an exam despite exhaustion is demonstrating willingness. An entrepreneur waking up early to refine their pitch is practicing willingness. Bishop challenges readers to confront their own unwillingness. What excuses are you making to avoid doing the work? Are you prioritizing temporary comfort over long-term growth? Practical application of willingness. 1. Identify one goal. Write down a specific goal you've been avoiding. List the costs. What are you unwilling to face, e.g., fear of failure, lack of time? Acknowledge these obstacles without judgment. 3. Take one step. Commit to a single action today, no matter how small, to build momentum. Bishop reminds us that willingness isn't about being fearless or perfect. It's about persistence. Chapter 2. I am wired to win. This chapter introduces the concept of the subconscious mind as a goal-achieving machine. Whether you realize it or not, your thoughts, beliefs, and habits are constantly steering you toward an outcome. The problem is that many people are winning at the wrong things: procrastination, avoidance, self-sabotage, because that's what their internal programming prioritizes. Reprogramming your inner winner. Bishop explains that success requires clarity. If your subconscious mind doesn't have a clear target, it will default to familiar patterns, even if they're counterproductive. Example: self-sabotage. A person who repeatedly fails to stick to a fitness routine may be subconsciously winning at avoiding discomfort. Their brain prioritizes the short-term comfort of skipping workouts over the long-term reward of health. Action steps to rewire for success. 1. Clarify your goals. Replace vague aspirations like, "I want to be healthier," with concrete objectives like, "I will run 3 miles every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday." 2. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward reinforces your brain's belief that you're capable of success. 3. Eliminate negative wins. Identify areas where you're winning at the wrong things, e.g., procrastination, avoidance. Replace these habits with constructive alternatives. Chapter 3. I got this building resilience through belief. The mantra, I got this, emphasizes resilience, self-trust, and confidence. Bishop argues that self-doubt is a major barrier to success because it erodes our ability to face challenges. Life is filled with obstacles, but your belief in your ability to handle them is what separates those who persevere from those who quit. He uses a sports analogy. Imagine a professional athlete in the middle of a grueling game. Even when exhausted, they don't entertain the thought of giving up. Why? Because they operate under a mindset of, I got this. This belief fuels their ability to push forward despite difficulties. Confronting challenges. Bishop emphasizes that challenges aren't signs of failure, they're opportunities to grow. He invites readers to change their perspective on problems, viewing them as tests of resilience rather than insurmountable obstacles. He states, your life is a direct reflection of your willingness to handle the challenges you face. The key question he poses is, what are you willing to go through to get to where you want to be? Example, overcoming fear. A young entrepreneur dreams of starting a business, but is paralyzed by the fear of failure. By adopting the mindset of, I got this, they take small steps, writing a business plan, securing funding, and launching their product. Each action reinforces their belief in their ability to succeed, even when setbacks occur. Practical steps to build self-belief. Shift your focus. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, focus on your ability to handle difficulties. Ask yourself, what resources do I already have to tackle this problem? What is one action I can take today to move forward? 2. Celebrate small wins. Each time you overcome a challenge, no matter how small, remind yourself, I got this. This reinforces your confidence and builds momentum. 3. Affirmations. Repeat the mantra, I got this, during moments of doubt. Pair it with visualizations of yourself succeeding in difficult situations. Chapter 4. I embrace uncertainty. Living in the unknown, Bishop introduces, I embrace uncertainty as a mindset that encourages growth and adventure. Many people are paralyzed by the fear of the unknown, clinging to routine and predictability. However, Bishop argues that life's greatest opportunities lie beyond the boundaries of comfort. Why fear holds you back. Fear of uncertainty often manifests as overthinking or procrastination. For example, someone might delay starting a new job because they're unsure if they'll succeed. This hesitation keeps them stuck, missing out on opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Bishop points out that uncertainty is a natural part of life. Whether we like it or not, the future is unpredictable. The key is to embrace it with curiosity rather than fear. Practical application. Stepping into the unknown one. Take small risks. Begin by challenging yourself to try something new each week, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, starting a creative project, or engaging with strangers. Each act builds your tolerance for uncertainty. 2. Reframe failure. Instead of fearing failure, view it as a valuable learning experience. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I apply this lesson to my next attempt? 3. Adopt a growth mindset. Understand that uncertainty is where growth happens. Bishop uses the analogy of a seed. It must break through the dark, uncertain soil before it can grow into a plant. Chapter 5. I am not my thoughts, I am what I do. Separating thoughts from actions. The mantra, I am not my thoughts, I am what I do, is one of the most transformative in the book. Bishop challenges the idea that our thoughts define us. He explains that everyone experiences negative or self-limiting thoughts. It's human nature. The problem arises when we let these thoughts dictate our actions. Example, the paralysis of overthinking. Imagine someone who wants to ask for a promotion at work. Their thoughts might say, "I'm not qualified. What if my boss says no? I'll do it later." If they listen to these thoughts, they'll remain stuck. However, by taking action despite their fears, they break free from the cycle of overthinking. The power of action. Bishop emphasizes that action, not thought, creates change. You don't have to wait for perfect circumstances or a fearless mindset. By acting in the face of doubt or discomfort, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you think. Practical exercises 1. Action over analysis. Identify one goal you've been overthinking. Take one immediate step toward it, even if it's small. For example, if you've been procrastinating on exercise, commit to a 10-minute workout today. 2. Mindfulness practice. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Remind yourself, these thoughts do not define me. I am what I choose to do. 3. Track your wins. Keep a journal of actions you've taken despite fear or doubt. Over time, this will build your confidence and reduce the power of negative thoughts. Chapter 6. I am relentless. The mantra of persistence. In Chapter 6, Gary John Bishop introduces the mantra I am relentless as a call to adopt an unyielding determination in pursuit of your goals. This mindset is not about perfection or achieving success at every attempt. Instead, it's about refusing to give up, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. Relentlessness is the engine that drives transformation. Bishop argues that while talent, intelligence, or resources may offer an advantage, it is the ability to persevere that ultimately separates success from failure. Relentlessness is a quality that every great achiever shares. It is not inherent, it is cultivated through choice, effort, and a willingness to endure discomfort and setbacks. Bishop challenges readers to reflect, when things get hard, will you quit or will you push forward? Why people quit too soon. Many people start with enthusiasm but abandon their efforts when faced with challenges. Bishop identifies two primary reasons people give up. 1. Fear of failure. Fear paralyzes action. A single failure or rejection often leads to self-doubt and the false belief that success is unattainable. People think, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Bishop argues that this mindset comes from attaching too much significance to failure. He reframes failure as feedback, a necessary step in the journey toward growth. 2. Impatience with results. In an age of instant gratification, people often expect immediate rewards. When progress is slow, they lose motivation and quit prematurely. Bishop stresses the importance of focusing on the process rather than obsessing over quick results. Progress, no matter how small, compounds over time. Example, a person starting a fitness journey might expect to see dramatic changes within weeks. When the scale doesn't move as quickly as they hoped, they lose faith and stop. Bishop reminds readers that meaningful results require relentless effort and consistency over time. What relentlessness looks like. Relentlessness is not about working yourself to exhaustion or ignoring your limits. It's about showing up every day, even when you feel uninspired or unsure. It's about doing the hard things when no one is watching and staying committed to your vision despite setbacks. Bishop uses the example of professional athletes. These individuals do not succeed by accident. Their relentlessness is evident in their unwavering commitment to practice, their ability to adapt after failures, and their refusal to quit after a loss. Real-life analogy. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. The summit seems impossibly far away, and the terrain is rugged. Relentlessness doesn't mean sprinting to the top. It means taking one step after another, even when your muscles ache and your mind whispers, "Stop." The misconception of motivation. One of the most powerful insights in this chapter is the rejection of motivation as a prerequisite for action. Bishop asserts that motivation is fleeting, it's unreliable. If you wait until you feel motivated to act, you'll rarely make progress. Relentless people understand that discipline, not motivation, drives success. They act regardless of their emotional state. Even when they feel tired, discouraged, or uninspired, they take the next step because they are committed to their goals. The cost of relentlessness. Relentlessness does not come without sacrifice. Bishop acknowledges that pursuing your dreams often requires letting go of comfort, routine, and sometimes even relationships that no longer serve your growth. Example: an entrepreneur might have to sacrifice leisure time or financial security in the short term to build their business. A student pursuing a challenging degree might have to prioritize study over socializing. These sacrifices are uncomfortable, but they are necessary for long-term fulfillment. Bishop reminds readers that relentlessness isn't about denying yourself joy. It's about aligning your actions with what truly matters to you. Practical tools to cultivate relentlessness. 1. Set clear, non-negotiable goals. Define what you want with clarity and conviction. When your goals are non-negotiable, you eliminate excuses and focus your energy on finding solutions. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get healthier," say, "I will work out 4 times a week and eat clean meals." 2. Break goals into manageable steps. Large goals can feel overwhelming, but breaking them into smaller tasks makes them more achievable. For instance, if you want to write a book, start by committing to writing 500 words a day. 3. Track your progress. Bishop encourages readers to monitor their efforts and celebrate small wins. Each milestone serves as a reminder that you are capable of making progress, even if the ultimate goal is still far away. 4. Cultivate mental toughness. Develop resilience by challenging yourself to do uncomfortable things. Whether it's waking up earlier, taking cold showers, or having difficult conversations, these actions build your ability to persist under pressure. The "one more" philosophy. Bishop introduces a simple but transformative principle: one more. When you feel like quitting, commit to doing just one more thing. One more push-up, one more phone call, one more step toward your goal. Over time, this attitude compounds into extraordinary results. Example: a marathon runner might hit a wall at mile 20, feeling they can't take another step. Instead of focusing on the remaining distance, they think, "just one more step." This mindset shifts the focus from the daunting entirety of the task to the immediate action they can take. Inspiring stories of relentlessness. Bishop shares anecdotes of individuals who succeeded not because they were the best or the smartest, but because they refused to quit. These stories remind readers that persistence can overcome almost any obstacle. Example: J.K. Rowling faced numerous rejections before Harry Potter was published. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Their stories exemplify how relentlessness turns setbacks into stepping stones. Why relentlessness is the ultimate power. Relentlessness is not just about achieving goals, it's about building character. When you push through challenges, you develop resilience, self-discipline, and confidence. These qualities serve you in all areas of life, not just the specific goal you're pursuing. Bishop concludes the chapter by urging readers to embrace the mantra, "I am relentless," as a guiding principle. Life is unpredictable, and success is rarely linear, but those who persist are the ones who ultimately achieve greatness. Final reflection. In this chapter, Bishop leaves readers with a powerful realization. Relentlessness isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up. When you adopt this mindset, there is no obstacle you cannot overcome and no dream you cannot achieve. This chapter encourages readers to take full ownership of their persistence, reminding them that the only limits are the ones they place on themselves. "I am relentless" becomes more than a mantra, it becomes a way of life. Conclusion: owning your power and transforming your life. In the conclusion of Unfck Yourself, Gary John Bishop drives home a profound and empowering truth. The quality of your life is determined by the actions you take and the mindset you cultivate. You are the architect of your own reality, and while circumstances, failures, and challenges are inevitable, your response to them defines who you are and what you achieve. Taking radical responsibility. Bishop begins the conclusion by reiterating the central theme of the book: radical responsibility. This means fully owning your choices, your actions, and the trajectory of your life. While it's tempting to blame external factors, your upbringing, financial hardships, or lack of opportunities, true growth starts when you accept that no one else is responsible for your success or happiness. This isn't about self-blame or ignoring systemic challenges. It's about recognizing that while you may not control everything that happens to you, you always control how you respond. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the driver of your destiny. The journey from knowing to doing. Bishop challenges readers to reflect on what they've learned and, more importantly, to act on it. Knowledge without action is meaningless. The 7 personal mantras laid out in the book are not just concepts to understand, they're tools to practice every day. From thought to reality, many people fall into the trap of overthinking and endless planning, believing they need more preparation before taking action. Bishop flips this narrative. He emphasizes that transformation happens through doing, not thinking. Whether it's starting a business, improving relationships, or pursuing a dream, action, even imperfect action, is what creates momentum. Resilience in the face of adversity. One of the most striking messages in the conclusion is Bishop's take on adversity. Life will test you. It's a given. You will fail, face rejection, and encounter roadblocks. However, these challenges are not barriers. They are stepping stones. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Example: embracing failures. Bishop encourages readers to reframe failures as valuable experiences. Rather than asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective turns obstacles into opportunities for growth. Freedom through self-talk. Your self-talk remains one of the most powerful tools for transformation. The internal dialogue you maintain shapes your reality. By practicing the mantras outlined in the book, "I am willing," "I embrace uncertainty," and "I am not my thoughts, I am what I do," you can rewrite the narrative of your life. Practical tip: daily affirmations. Bishop encourages readers to integrate positive self-talk into their daily routines. For example, start the day with affirmations like, "I am relentless," or "I got this." Write down small wins at the end of each day to reinforce your belief in your abilities. The ultimate question: what are you willing to do? The conclusion centers on a single powerful question. What are you willing to do to change your life? Bishop reminds readers that everything comes down to willingness. You don't have to be fearless, perfect, or ready. You just have to be willing to take the next step. Examples of willingness: waking up an hour earlier to work on your goals, having difficult conversations to improve your relationships, taking risks even when success isn't guaranteed. Every choice you make is a declaration of your priorities. If you're not willing to take action, you're choosing to stay stuck. Creating a life of your design. Bishop ends with a powerful call to action. Stop waiting, stop overthinking, and start doing. You have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. The mantras in this book are not magic spells, they are practical tools. When consistently applied, they help you overcome fear, build resilience, and achieve your dreams. He emphasizes that the process isn't easy, but it's worth it. Life is messy, unpredictable, and sometimes unfair, but it's also full of possibility. By taking control of your mindset and actions, you unlock the freedom to live on your own terms. Final reflection. The choice is yours. Final reflection. The choice is yours. Bishop leaves readers with one last empowering thought. This is your life. It's happening right now. What will you do with it? The choice is yours. To remain stuck or to take charge and unfuck yourself. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, self-compassion, and a relentless drive to improve, you can create a life that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. I hope you liked this book summary. For more such book summaries, please like, share, and comment on my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye-bye. See you soon.